Thirsk and Carlisle over 5, and she was a bit flat last time. You'd have thought that on run style and pedigree the 6 furlong should suit, and indeed 7 shouldn't be a problem either, but it was a bit of a disappointing run last time.
She was outpaced, wasn't she, a couple of times so far. We're just seeing one of them, just Wee Jim, I think the colt by Camphor Cliffs in here, just getting a little bit head up there, and a no-show at York on debut last time.
No, Wee Jim and Barasti Dancer, market expectations weren't exactly high for either of them. Wee Jim was a 25-to-1 shot at York, and Barasti Dancer was a 20-to-1 shot at Ripon, and both of them came home in 7th place. They'll need to step up to figure here.
Yeah, tight little race in terms of the market. Light out 11-8, the favourite. Beryl the Petal did actually go into 9-4, but she's back out to 11-4. Barasti Dancer, 6s from 8, 6-1 Samantha James, and Wee Jim at 17-2, and he could be the last. Hopefully, he'll go in and get settled with 3 in. Wee Jim, we might have 1 out the back, but we can take you across and rejoin Darren O.
And Barasti Dancer there to complete the lineup. Got to say that Light Heart really took the eye in the parade ring and has got the best turned out here. So Barasti Dancer goes in. That's it. All set. They're off. Racing over 7 furlongs for this, the British Stallions, the DBF Novice Median Auction. And Light Heart began well. Wee Jim pulling hard to the outside. Samantha James and Barasti Dancer trap the leaders, and Beryl the Petal gives them start. So they've gone a furlong and a half, and it is Light Heart up along the inside running rail for PJ McDonald with Wee Jim and Connor Mercer. Wee Jim not settling to the outside, and Wee Jim now moving on by about a half length. Hasn't settled though. Light Heart second place to the rail. Samantha James Red Jacket going the shortest way. Then Barasti Dancer followed by Beryl the Petal, and they've got half a mile left to gallop, and they're about to turn the corner. It is Wee Jim to the outside of Light Heart. Not a lot in it in truth. 1.5 lengths away, Barasti Dancer and Samantha James. Samantha James just being shaken up, and Beryl the Petal remains in last place with 3 furlongs to go. So it is Light Heart and Wee Jim showing the way to the other 3. Barasti Dancer driven along Yellow Jacket to the outside now to try and make a big effort. So they're heading down towards the final 2. On the wide outside, Barasti Dancer. Don't rule out Wee Jim though. Wee Jim still galloping on there in the centre. Light Heart driven along, hasn't quickened up. Beryl the Petal is next. Samantha James the back marker. Now they're inside the final furlong, and they still haven't got to Wee Jim. Wee Jim has got a big heart. Wee Jim by about 2 lengths. The others charging home now. Wee Jim, despite not settling, has won. Race on for places. Very close there for second. Beryl the Petal, Barasti Dancer and Light Heart.
Wee Jim has taken it, a tough nut to crack, this colt by Camphor Cliffs, winning for the first time after 2 starts. Jason Ward, Connor Merta stepping in for the first time. Didn't ride him at York, where he was not fancied and didn't do an awful lot, but I'll tell you what he did today. He pulled and dragged and pulled and dragged.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was dismissive of Wee Jim and Barasti Dancer before the race, as they were about to go into the stalls, and they've both run mighty races here, haven't they? Particularly Wee Jim. I mean, he pulled like a train during the early stages of this race, didn't he? He was pestering Light Heart at the head of affairs, and when you're watching that race, you know, my thought were, well, that's certainly not going to help Wee Jim when it comes to the closing stages. Once again, Beryl the Petal is slowly away and obviously needs to learn as her career progresses. But look at Wee Jim on the outside there, Rachel. Plenty of sweat about his front end, and he looks really keen there.
Yeah, he's warm, he's sweating, he's bothered, he's got his head cocked in the air, and he is pulling, and lit up in the hands of Connor Merta. And that's a seriously good performance, all things considering. Barasti Dancer is the one that's going to take second here.
Yeah, I mean, well, when you analyse races, you look at the horses who have done well when they've